Well, a little bit better coverage of scattered showers and storms this afternoon across Acadiana. Still dealing with a few isolated storms out there this evening. We'll track that in a bit. But scattered showers and storms remaining in the forecast the next couple of days as the heat continues to ramp up as well. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit. But first, taking a look at the bigger picture, helping to give us a little bit better understanding of what we have going on. And the main upper high that was right overhead earlier this week, helping to keep us on the drier side, kind of broke down. And so that's allowing for a little bit of these smaller disturbances to kind of move in from the north. And of course, anytime we get that this time of year with daytime heating, that's going to help to give us at least a chance to see scattered showers and storms, particularly in our afternoon. And again, the overall coverage today a little bit better, right around 30% or so, really right along the interstate and southward this afternoon once that sea breeze and daytime heating kicked in. Now on the radar this evening, still dealing with a few, again, isolated storms out there right around the Crowley area, a quick heavy downpour. Basile up in southern Evangeline Parish also picking up a quick heavy downpour, and pretty typical summertime pattern out there where you'll see these brief heavy downpours, also some lightning as well. But again, they'll kind of rain themselves out over the next several hours, and most of us looking to stay at least on the quieter side to the rest of this evening. Quiet start once again for your Thursday morning, lows dropping into the mid to upper 70s and heading through the course of the afternoon. Futurecast not quite as aggressive here. We'll hold rain chances still at around 30%. I think the main upper level energy may actually be focused a little bit further off to our east. So that's where the heaviest of the storm activity should set up. But nonetheless, again, with that sea breeze and daytime heating kicking in, can't totally rule out a few scattered showers and storms out there. A few also continuing into tomorrow evening before most of that quiets down once we lose the heating of the day. And heading into Friday, quiet start, and again, maybe a little bit better scattering of those showers and storms heading into Friday, but rain chances still sitting at around 40 to 50%. No particular days looking like washouts or anything like that. And the main story the next couple of days is going to continue to be the heat. We're talking highs in the mid 90s, heat indices into the triple digits as well. So heat precautions remain advised. High pressure dominating in the Gulf of Mexico, things looking fairly quiet. Same in the Caribbean Sea, a lot of wind shear out here, so not expecting any storm development at this time. And we're still tracking tropical depression number 11. That's number 11, not number 10. But it is likely to become our next named system of the season. If so, it would be Josephine. But the good news is that it is moving west-northwestward toward those hostile environments out in the Caribbean. So most of the guidance here suggesting may briefly get up to tropical storm status, but then should begin to dissipate in the days ahead. So here's the 4 o'clock advisory. Winds are at 35 miles per hour, moving to the west at around 15. And again, briefly getting to tropical storm Josephine here through the weekend as a moderate tropical storm. Then kind of runs into more of an unfavorable environment just north of the islands, and it's eventually going to recurve out to sea. So not looking to be much of a threat for anyone. And of course, we want as many of those storms as possible through the course of the hurricane season. Better news for everybody. Rain chances again slightly higher heading into Friday with more moisture around the area. That kind of tapers off heading into the weekend. They'll sit at around 20 to 30%, pretty typical for this time of year. And then heading into next week, we'll likely see some dry air try to move in from the north, especially later on next week, and may see a weak cool front try to sneak into the area. Still a little bit too early to tell, nothing to get our hopes up here, but at least maybe knocking high temperatures back into the upper 80s and our low temperatures perhaps closer to 70 degrees or so. Pretty muggy night out there tonight. Lows will drop into the mid 70s. A few isolated showers on the radar this evening, but most of that looks to come to an end. And throughout the day tomorrow, a pretty typical August-like day. We'll see those highs in the mid 90s and a few scattered showers and storms in our afternoon. Here we go, rolling through the next 10 days. Rain chances sticking with us again through the next couple of days. But again, look at next week. High temperatures perhaps coming back down to the lower 90s, maybe upper 80s, and at least a little bit of a break into the nighttime hours as our low temperatures return to perhaps the upper 60s and lower 70s across the area.